All right, guys, here we go yet again. Yet another maximum settings 4K video. It will be recorded in 4K, streamed in 4K. As you can see, this is RTX 2080 Super, Asus RTX 2080 Super, triple fan GPU. We got Ryzen 9 3900X, 12-core processor, 24 gigs of RAM, Corsair Vengeance, and of course in 4K 60 Hz. And here I also got my MSI Afterburner right here, just to kind of keep an eye on the temperature and all that. And I also have a Riva tuner, which is right over here, I think. Should be right over here. So we can keep an eye on the frame rate. We're going to be loading a Grand Theft Auto 4 in 4K, maximum settings, everything maxed out in 4K. We're going to check out Grand Theft Auto 4. But before we start the Grand Theft Auto 4, I want you to see that I'm using a maximum settings PC from their server. Okay, that's why I'm showing you all of this, so that way you understand that I have credibility, that I'm not pulling any kind of tricks. Okay, this is for the credibility reasons right here. So we got my Riva tuner here. We're gonna use it. We're gonna have this. Maybe this is too big. Maybe we should bring it down like that a little bit. Actually, let's bring it all the way up. That's fine. And we're gonna start Grand Theft Auto 4. It's Grand Theft Auto 4 is going to be right over here on my Steam, and we're going to start playing it. All right. There won't be any sound. You guys not going to hear any sound, just to let you know. I will hear the sound, but you guys won't hear the sound because I don't want to get hit by a copyright constantly with this match content ID system that's built in the YouTube. It's really a pain in the butt. So that's why there won't be any sound. But don't worry, you're going to hear me talking. And, okay, we're going to switch accounts. Yes. Okay. Okay, we'll hit that. Enable cloud saves. Yes, sir. And just give me a second. It's going to merge the Rockstar app with a Grand Theft Auto 4 from Steam, and then we should be good to go. Here we go. All right. Rockstar game. This game, when it came out in 2006, I remember playing this on the Xbox 360. For some reason, I ended up playing this game on the Xbox 360. All right, so you see the frame counter. There it is on the top left. You see the 60 FPS. Grand Theft Auto 4. All right, so before we do anything else, let's just go ahead and let's select Grand Theft Auto 4. Let's go to the options. Let's go to display. Hold on. The subtitles will be turned on. And okay, it looks like we got the everything set to very high. Everything set to 4K, auto, high, very high. Detail distance, it's set to pretty good amount. Texture filtering, it's 4. I think we can put texture filtering to 8. And we're going to apply. Hit the space. Hit the enter. And let's go. So you know I'm running it in 4K, and you can see the frame counter on the top left, 60 FPS. So let's see how well it runs. And remember, you're not going to hear any sound, but that's because of the match content ID that's built with the YouTube. YouTube does want to protect us. as the content creators with a fair use. So we have to obviously do what we got to do. We have to mute and just leave the subtitles on. Yeah, it's pretty sad what happened with YouTube. That multi-trillion-dollar company doesn't even want to, look after us. They can pay a royalty fee. All right. Well, oh my God, 60 FPS, no issues, no problems, look good, guys. This is the future, and this is why I love maximum settings. That I can access a $4,000 PC, and pretty soon you'll be able to access $5,000, $6,000 PC with a 6900 XT. You have to remember, it costs a lot of money for. We can watch TV. It costs a lot of money for Paul to build these rigs. It costs them a lot of money, man, just to order these parts, the motherboard, the thermal take cooling, all this other stuff that he has to put into the processor, CPU, memory, guys, solid state drives, all of that stuff adds, and it's expensive. All right, so we're gonna get out of here, and we're gonna check out. So now we're getting 48. I'm sure once we go down the city, we're gonna go drop down to 40 or 50. Let me see. But hey, this is still great, man. That you can access a high-end rig just for $1 an hour, man. Come on, man. And here I am in Florida. Imagine if I was like in Buffalo, New York. That's even closer to Toronto. Imagine the kind of latency I would be dealing with. And a lot of people ask me, how could you tell that you're getting 13 milliseconds? Like with my Resident Evil 3. Because I know what 13 millisecond feels like. I know what the input lag is when I'm using a controller on my other games that I play locally. I know what I can feel when I'm playing something locally. Yes, granted, I don't have a software to measure that like Vincent Teo has. Maybe I should invest into buying software to test and see. Maybe I should do that. But I just know that I'm not getting 50 milliseconds. 50 milliseconds, man, I wouldn't bother with maximum settings. I wouldn't bother playing, doing this if I was getting 50 milliseconds. Okay? Now, fine, you guys can believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to argue with anybody, but I'm simply saying I know what I know, and I know what I experience. Okay? All right, let's grab this car from this dude. Okay, we're gonna take his car. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You don't need that. You don't need it, man. You don't need it. You good. Now here I'm probably getting something like 23 milliseconds because my internet right now, it's a bit of a bottleneck. But previously on Resident Evil 3, when my internet was not bottleneck, I was definitely getting 13 milliseconds. All right. And like I said, you guys can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm not here to listen. I don't live my life trying to prove something to someone. I'm just here sharing with you what I'm experiencing. Well, this looks great, man. It's almost like a brand new game. When you look at the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 version, and now when you compare it to a PC version running in 4K, a game that's 2000, a game from 2006, this is pretty amazing, dude. This looks pretty amazing, man. All right, let's go out to the a little bit over here to the city. Let's exit from here. Remember, there is no sound. Textures are pretty good. Yes, I do notice textures trying to keep up while they're loading, but it's still impressive. It just shows you how impressive this rig is. Okay, let's. Hopefully, my internet will not shut down, because I've been using my internet today like crazy. As you can tell, so many 4K videos, right? It's insane. As you can see, 60 FPS, man. Everything maxed out, very high. 60 FPS, no issues, no problems. For a game like this, an old game like this from 2006, that's pretty amazing, if you ask me, man. That is pretty amazing. Even the detail on the car, you look at the LCPD car and the amount of detail there is on the car, it looks really nice. Again, we all have to remember this is a very old game from 2006. This is not a remastered version, and pretty impressive. I know there's a bunch of different mods that you can download for this game and you can use it, but this is a core original version of the game running in 4K with everything set to very high, 60 FPS, no problem, no issues. Let's park the car. Let's exit here. Let's check it out. I want to look at the textures. I just want to see how it looks. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. I really like it. Just remember, if you see a little bit of skipping, that's my internet. As you can imagine, like I said earlier, I've been using my internet today like crazy. I think I wasted probably 50 gigabytes today, man. Yeah, of data. People say, why? Well, because I'm uploading a lot of stuff for you. See, I do this for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, don't worry. You don't have to say thank you now. Maybe whatever. Never. You don't have to tell me thank you. But anyway, you're welcome. Okay? Now here the latency is gonna suck a little bit. Why? Because my internet's a bottleneck. But when my internet is not bottleneck, I know what I felt when I was playing Resident Evil 3 earlier. Okay? So, well, there you have it. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else. It's just my first look into this. Looks pretty amazing, as it should be. I mean, this is the best version that you can get. It's on a PC, running at 4K, very high settings. This is the cleanest version you can get. It's not considering it's not even remastered, but this is pretty darn good. If you look at the X360 version, if you look at the PlayStation 3 version, trust me, you're not going to touch that. But this is pretty darn good. Very impressed here. I'm just kind of exploring, looking at the... oh, look, there's a cop over here. This is so realistic because sometimes the cops, well, they do pull over here. Maybe we should steal it and just have some fun before we end the live stream. Look at the detail here, man. It looks pretty darn good, man. On this LCPD car. Pretty good, right? Pretty darn good, man. I love it. Maybe this will be my thumbnail right here. I don't know. What is this guy doing here? Hold on. What is this guy doing? Walking around here. Okay, this will be probably my thumbnail right here. Or something like that. Most likely will be my thumbnail. All right, let's take this car. Before we end this video, let's just have some fun. And then we're going to obviously end the video. Even inside the dashboard, it's pretty good detail as well. All right, guys, move, move. Look at the light, volumetric light. Looks pretty darn good. I wish that you guys can hear, but obviously you can't hear the environments and siren. That's because I have no choice. You know, you got music in the background playing, and if there is someone else's music playing, you automatically get hit by a copyright. It's so annoying, man. That's one of the most annoying things I have to deal with YouTube. It's that copyright stupid thing that I have to deal with. And not just me, everybody. All right, so I'm going to end it right here. I think you guys seen enough because my internet right now is taking a little dump. I hope this was enough. And let me give you a little bit more of a detail here. If the bitrate was cleaner, you guys would have seen much cleaner detail. But you'll just have to trust me. This looks phenomenal, and it should, because this is a very powerful PC. I've tested Call of Duty. I've tested Flight Simulator. I tested a bunch of games. There's only 2 games I haven't tested, and that's Death Stranding and Horizon Zero Dawn, which is probably something I would like to test with 6900 XT, and also I would like to test Cyberpunk with 6900 XT whenever it comes out. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you soon. Take care.